welcome to this edition of the Power Circuit, a program brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, to inform you about its efforts towards advancing bulk power transmission and its other roles in the power sector. This program also showcases the giant strides of the federal government through the Minister of Power in ensuring Nigerians have a remarkable power supply experience. In our usual manner, we'll give you a highlight of the special packages in this edition. Minister commissions 150 MVA power transformer at TCN's Kumboso Transmission Station in Kano. Ministry launches Central Data Management System for Power Sector. TCN engages Sokoto government, others as it upgrades 132 kV burning cable to Sokoto transmission line. I am Amara Agugesi. The Minister of Power, Engineer Saleh Maman, has commissioned the 150 megavolts ampere power transformer at the 330-132 kilovolts Kumboso Transmission Station in Kano. Our reporter completes the story.
At the commissioning ceremony, the Minister of Power, Engineer Saleh Maman, said the facility owned by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, is aimed at boosting power supply to the states and the neighboring states of Jigawa and Katsina.
We are here to commission 150 MVA transformer in this Kumboso substation. You know, Kumboso substation is one of the biggest substations we have around here. So we have decided to increase capacity.
The minister said due to the continuous demand and possible expansion of the customer base in Kano metropolis, it became obvious that upgrading the facility was imperative. He said TCN worked to install a new 150 MVA capacity transformer to reinforce the power dispatch requirement and accommodate the high power distribution demand.
We have decided to increase to enhance and boost the voltage so that all this issue of low voltage will be now taken care of.
Engineer Maman also assured that the federal government was already achieving a robust improvement in electricity generation, transmission and distribution through its different intervention programs. He further called on the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, to expedite action on all ongoing projects under the Transmission Rehabilitation and Expansion Program in different parts of the country. The acting managing director of TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, said critical power infrastructure development is receiving the needed attention from the Federal Ministry of Power under the leadership of the minister, with the active support of President Muhammadu Buhari.
You are welcome to this occasion. This occasion is to commission a new 150 MVA transformer in Kumboso, which has been done by Electrical Solution. This is one of the things TCN is doing in order to expand the grid and make light more available to Nigerians, as it is in the policy of the federal government under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari to make sure that every Nigerian has light. In this thing, we have invited the Honorable Minister to come here and commission the transformer. Honorable Minister, you are welcome, sir.
In his remarks, Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje of Kano State, who was represented by the Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Garba Angwanrimi, said the installation of the new power transformer was very timely, aimed at boosting commercial activities in the state.
So by bringing this 150 NVA transformer, it is boosting and enhancing the power supply to the Kano people. And one of the cardinal points of Muhammadu Buhari's administration is to boost electricity in the whole country. And we in Kano, now we are utilizing it now, and we have seen that, and we are sure the power supply in Kano now should be improved by bringing this transformer.
Shortly before he cut the tape to the new facility, flanked by the acting managing director and chief executive officer of TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, the minister said the added power quantum will translate into improved power supply in Kano and its environs.
I want to assure people of Kano that with this commissioning now, we are going to have more robust steady of electricity and in Kano and the environs. So thank you very much for everybody. So in the name of Allah, I would like to open and commission this 150 MBA transformer. Thank you very much.
The power circuit continues after this break. Don't go away.
Do not build under transmission power lines for your safety and health. Electricity power lines and substations, either for power transmission or power distribution services, are extremely dangerous when exposed to direct human contact. These power lines and substations transmit electricity that lights up our homes and offices, power our computers, TVs, and refrigerators. On the other hand, the same electricity when exposed is extremely dangerous. It can shock, electrocute, and kill anyone on its way. That is why everyone must adopt safety measures whenever we use or are close to electricity facilities like power lines or substation or transformers. For the safety of the people and animals, governments all over the world have approved way leave or right-of-way of 50 meters for 330 kV power lines and 30 meters for 132 kV power lines, and for 33 kV lines the way leave is 15 meters. People are not expected to be found within this way leave or right-of-way for safety reasons. The lines can suddenly cut and fall to the ground with very disastrous consequences such as fire and electrocution of anybody and destruction of anything, be it vehicle, houses or vegetation on its line. It has also been established that power lines and substation emit electromagnetic fields, EMF, which is dangerous to human health. The World Health Organization, WHO, has warned that people who spend long hours under or close high-tension lines stand the risk of being affected by EMF and be vulnerable to cancer, leukemia in children, miscarriages among pregnant women, and other terrible diseases. It is therefore advisable not to build any structure or operate any business under or near any electricity high-tension lines or substations. TCN wants you to stay alive, stay safe, stay healthy, avoid power lines. This message is from the management of Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN.
The Federal Ministry of Power has launched the Central Data Management System, a digital platform of the Nigerian Sustainable Energy for All for the power sector. So far, it monitors over 30,000 settlements and 50,000 kilometers of power networks across 22 states. Stand by for more reports on the virtual launch of the platform.
While launching the platform during the virtual and physical ceremony, the Minister of Power, Engineer Saleh Mamman, said it was a bold step towards solving the power sector challenges.
The online portal we are launching today will provide web-based data that will assist utility operators, regulators, as well as stakeholders involved in electrification planning areas. This platform is a compelling initiative aimed at that Nigeria achieve its energy access goal in a transparent, fast, and sustainable manner. I therefore wish to commend our development partners, European Union and German government, funding this well thought out initiative.
The minister also said within 1 year of the Central Data Management System project, huge primary data have been gathered, classified and stored on the Nigeria's C4All web portal that was being launched.
Approximately 350,000 settlement clusters identified across Nigeria using satellite technology. Over 3,000 settlement clusters remotely mapped, over 2.6 million buildings identified. At least 50,000 kilometers of the medium voltage grid already tracked, covering 33 kV and 11 kV network accesses across 22 states of the Federation, including FCT. Mini grids across the country are identified and remotely monitored, while their performance will be evaluated digitally using application program interface.
Engineer Mamman noted that the platform's launch is to drive President Muhammadu Buhari's electricity vision 30-30-30, a target to deliver 30,000 megawatts of electricity by 2030, with at least 30% coming from renewable energy.
The federal government of Nigeria, under the leadership of His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, has launched the electricity vision 30-30-30 target to deliver 30 gigawatts of electricity by the year 2030, with at least 30% contribution from renewable energy. This is a key focus of our electrification strategy to provide Nigeria with sustainable, reliable, and affordable electricity.
The platform is supported by the European Union, EU, and the German government and was conducted in the framework of the Nigerian Energy Support Program, NESP, a technical assistance program co-funded by the EU and Germany, while the German agency GIZ and the Federal Ministry of Power are implementing. The permanent secretary in the ministry, Mr. Chinyaka Christian Oha, said the platform promotes transparency and accountability in the power sector.
The Nigerian CE for All Central Data Management System was established as a project under the Nigerian Energy Support Program, which is a technical assistance program funded by the European Union and German government and jointly implemented by GIZ, and Renewable and Rural Power Access Department of the Federal Ministry of Power. Nigerian CE for All portal, Nigerian CE for All .gov.ng provide data for electrification planning.
The German ambassador to Nigeria, Birgit Ori, said having data for the power sector was key to promoting development.
So the Nigeria Sustainable Energy for All initiative and its launch today is a milestone because it's offering access to digital data, delivering data-driven electrification insights, and thereby enabling better coordination and planning in the sustainable energy sector. Building on the solid databases of sustainable energy concepts can help to develop economic and ecological opportunities, and they can become an engine for sustainable growth.
The country director of GIZ in Nigeria and ECOWAS, Ina Homas, said in order to promote electricity access through public-private initiative, there was need for available data.
In setting up the second phase of this program, it became clear in our discussions with partners that one obstacle and challenge in order to bring electricity forward in this country and to cooperate with the private sector on it is the availability of data. With the support of NESP and in close collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Power and agencies across the sector, we have now achieved to jointly map out the electricity situation in 22 states in Nigeria. In those states, we now have availability of data of more than 3,000 remote villages. We have supported the mapping of 50,000 kilometers of the electricity grid, and we also have information on more than 2.6 million buildings. All of this is going to be displayed in one open source available data management system as part of the SE for All initiative, and is thus available for electrification planning for all partners in the sector, but also for the private sector to decide on their feasibilities.
The chairman, Senate Committee on Power, Senator Gabriel Suzwan, also lauded the remarkable project.
We, as the Parliament of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, are in total support of this initiative, C for All initiative, with the Sustainable Energy for All in Nigeria. This is a program that is intended to apply accurate data with integrity for the purpose of planning in the electricity industry. This program was implemented and supported by the German government. We help Nigeria in planning properly the future of electricity in this country.
The Acting Director, Renewable and Rural Power Access in the ministry, Engineer Farouk Yabo, on the sidelines said the federal government is advancing grid and off-grid power to Nigerians to meet the energy goal, and that the database will help in the decision-making process.
So what this particular database is able to achieve today is to define exactly what is the extent of electrification by identifying the entire clusters across the country. Currently we have already mapped in 22 states 3,000 settlements, which means towns and villages, and within them we've been able to identify physically over 2.6 million homes. And in that also we have been able to map over 50,000 kilometers of medium voltage lines, which means pole by pole we've been able to count the networks at distribution level, which is being done for the first time in the history of this country. So the whole idea is to move on to the situation where it becomes so transparent for the customer, for the regulator, which community is actually connected and which community is actually getting power at what number of hours. So I think what we are seeing is really a game changer. We are reinventing the power sector.
The management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has engaged the Sokoto State government, the Kaduna Electric, and other stakeholders as it begins the upgrading of the 132 kilovolts burning cable to Sokoto Power Transmission Line.
The Assistant General Manager Technical Services at the Shiroro region of TCN, Engineer Abubakar Abdulaziz, who represented the Acting Managing Director of TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, during the technical stakeholders meeting in Sokoto, said it was to develop strategies for the execution of the project, which would double the capacity of bulk power transmission on the line.
All the stakeholders about the project can meet and discuss on how to successfully execute the meeting and how to successfully execute the project.
He said TCN was reconductoring the transmission line as a crucial effort toward boosting bulk power supply in Sokoto State and its environs.
This conductor that we are going to replace with is going to carry a double than the load it was carrying before. So this is a greater advantage. So if in the past you were allocated 70 megawatt, 120 megawatt, assuming it is expected now you can have up to about 150 megawatt out of the grid generation. So I think with this, everybody can confirm and ascertain the statement that the Honorable Minister made that power has really improved in Nigeria. But for you to have seen that, this will significantly make you to feel the impact of the improvement.
Engineer Abdulaziz said Kaduna Electric, which is the direct customer of TCN on the burning KB to Sokoto line, was ready to collaborate on the upgrading of the line.
They are ready to collaborate with us. They are ready to engage themselves into the distribution network, load shedding, and then restructuring of their network on how they can proper supply or they can give supply to most essential areas. There are some essential areas virtually everywhere that whatever the situation is, you consider them first, but Nigerians, everybody is equal. Our target is to provide everybody with electricity.
Shortly after the technical stakeholders meeting, there was an inspection of the burning cable to Sokoto line route and the conductors already provided for the upgrade. Engineer Abdulaziz from Shiroro region of TCN, who led the technical committee, said the line has been operational since 1976, noting that the energy load needed to be upgraded.
The management take a decision to upgrade it. So we are now going to upgrade. A contract has been awarded to upgrade the transmission line using a gap conductor. Gap conductor, what is signifying is if Sokoto is being allocated 70 megawatt before, after this small project, it will be double. So means that Sokoto may likely have about 140 to 150 megawatt, depending on the availability on the grid. But obviously, it is going to tremendously improve the power supply in Sokoto.
The TCN official further said the contractor has proposed to complete the transmission line reconductoring exercise within 5 weeks.
What the contractor submitted is he is going to carry out the work and do it within 5 weeks. So he has submitted his work plan to the TCN management, and TCN management has worked on it and reviewed it. Now they have agreed to start the work on the 16th of November and get it completed by the 24th of December, barely 5 weeks. God so kind, we are hoping and praying that the project is going to be completed in 5 weeks. But remember, all the stakeholders that are here, their cooperation is highly needed. The state government need to sensitize, the security angels that are going to be deployed need to be up and doing. The TCN also, those are the project team for the project, will be working in hand with the contractor, and the contractor, after our technical meeting, we have really put him on his toes. Definitely the project, we hope it is going to be commissioned on or before that 5 weeks.
The Sokoto State Commissioner for Energy and Petroleum Resources, Alhaji Aliu Balarabe Dadi Mahi, who represented the governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Waziri Tambawal, was grateful for the historic infrastructure upgrade initiative of the federal government in the state.
The state government is very, very happy of this development because this is going to serve our people better. Power supply is key in the modern life. Socio-economic development will not be enhanced with erratic power supply. So Sokoto State Government is very, very happy that this is coming now. So we are giving all the necessary support to TCN to handle this, all other stakeholders.
Did you know that our high-tension transmission cables were built to withstand high temperatures except artificially induced ones such as fire? Did you know that burning bush or refuse dumps by TCN transmission tower base or along the transmission line's right-of-way is an offense? Did you know that the fire can cause high-tension transmission lines to snap and fall to the ground, electrocuting living things within the line radius? Did you know that extreme fire can cause the legs of transmission towers to buckle, and that buckling of the main frame of a tower would lead to its collapse and may even pull down other towers along that transmission line's route, causing untold damage to the line? Now that you know, yes, now that you know, TCN is calling on all citizens of Nigeria to please desist from destroying our collective national investments. Be careful, do not set fire on trash or burn bush beside transmission towers or under electricity lines nationwide. Help us preserve the transmission grid and save the nation from blackout. TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
It's a wrap. However, here are the headlines. You heard that the Minister of Power, Engineer Salim Maman, has commissioned a 150 MVA power transformer at Kumboso Transmission Station. Ministry launches Central Data Management System for Power Sector. TCN engages Sokoto government, others as it upgrades 132 kV bringing KB to Sokoto transmission line. We thank you for your precious time with us on the Power Circuit program. This episode and others are available on the TCN YouTube channel. Keep your comments and feedback coming to us through these platforms as you support TCN in delivering on its mandate of robust bulk power transmission and grid operations. The coronavirus is still around, and we urge you to keep observing the safety protocols stipulated by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, to stay safe. I am Amara Agugesi. See you soon.